Turn it up, let it ride. Yeah, adoption pod.
Mick and Mike, yeah, they on the air. Breaking walls with that crypto flair. Deep dives roll, yeah, minds aware. Good vibes float everywhere. Tapping now, yeah, the stream go live. Big ideas, feel the energy rise. If you here right now, then you ride on time. Welcome to the future, enjoy the ride. Hands up, yeah, let it low. Sound check, let the people low. Check, yeah, feel the vibe, let the beat unfold. When it drops, yeah, the story told. Adoption pod, yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Let's go. Yeah, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah. Pioneers with minds so bright, lighting paths in the crypto night. Questions fly, answers ignite, changing lives left and right. From the blocks to the blockchain age, real talk when they hit that stage. If you're learning something, then mission complete. Mass adoption, start with a seed. Adoption pod, yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Blocks are building, truth reveal. Digital world, a brighter field. Yeah, masses learning, wounds are healed. This is the future, the deal is sealed. Locked in, adoption pod. Yeah, here we go. Crypto flows, let the knowledge grow. Breaking chains, watch the future glow. Adoption pod, they run the show. Run it. Adoption pod. Adoption pod. Adoption pod.
Yo, welcome to episode 25 of the Adoption Pod. What's going on, everybody? What a day it's been. The markets have been on fire today. Absolutely amazing. I have killed it in trading today. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But welcome, Taylor, to the show.
Thank you. I'm hyped with that theme song. I'm like,
Mike has been into the AI music. He's crushing it. Mike has been into the AI music. He's crushing it.
No.
Yeah, I've been like really addicted to it lately.
It shows, but in the best way. I was literally ready to revert back to like an 8th grade middle school dance and just get down like that. That just really had me going on a Tuesday night. So
that's exactly.
I literally was during the intro, so I'm glad that we were on camera.
I'm very happy to hear that I can entertain 8-year-olds.
That too.
Or grade 8s.
Listen, I'm excited. This is the first time I've ever streamed to Facebook. So, like,
Facebook?
Dad might see this.
Hi, Grandma.
Grant, you know, like
boomers are relishing.
Going for it because this is a topic. Like, the reason we're having Taylor on today is it's a topic that really affects just like my normal everyday friends. Like most of my friends in crypto are ahead of this curve and already using AI and don't really see and feel that pressure yet, but it's something they need to be aware of. So I thought, you know, what a better opportunity than to make a fool of myself on Facebook than to introduce Taylor.
Like, boomers, this is for you. No.
I'm sorry.
You're like, boomers, this is for you.
This is for you.
You're
all
welcome.
My boomer friends, all the mom friends. Like, if you're trying to organize, like, we'll talk more about how
like your crazy Aunt Sheila, all the Facebook peeps. And I'm actually streaming this as well, I believe, to my ex in YouTube. So some of my peeps can be brought over, and certainly my audience, I feel like they are a little bit of a mixed bag. They're certainly not, I mean, some are, but for the most part, they're not like techies, but we'll get into why, you know, they kind of have one foot in, one foot out of the space and are super interested kind of, you know, in the same capacity I am on like a cultural and social level. So I also would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to your espresso at the concoction that you just had at whatever time it is. What
He
time
watched
is it for you? What
He
time zone
watched
are you
It's
one
in?
of your
9
videos
p.m.
before we did the show, and he was
Love
like,
that
"I'm
for
gonna have
you.
to like drink 4 coffees before I go
Yeah,
on with
before I
the
get,
It's like pinkies up. No,
it was either that or snort a line of coke. Either one.
honestly,
My
whatever.
dad.
We'll do it. That's for you, Facebook. No, he's not talking about the soda. No.
Off to an amazing start. Well, glad to have you here, Mike. Kick us off. What are we talking about today?
Well, apparently we're talking about AI and how it's going to be the downfall of society. And you went down that dark rabbit hole. No, I don't know. I think we're just we're going to talk about AI. We can talk about anything. Like for me, I like talking about especially when it comes to AI is the the social implications and the most of all like the replacement of people in the workforce. And me, I'm a chart nerd, so it makes sense to me that like we're in a time that like nobody knows what to do because you have like tight labor numbers, but like the Fang 7, like Facebook, Google, and all that, they have record profits and they're not hiring anybody else to make those profits. So
Yeah.
that's a weird way because we don't know how to calculate GDP now. So the market's in a weird way. So that's why I think you're seeing the gold and silver and all that pump, because people are like, screw it, I'm just going to buy the underlying thing, which is you need copper, you need wires, right?
Yeah.
For chips and stuff like that, and all the the hard rare metals.
Well, that's it. Are we moving to an investor gambling economy? And you're gonna like, I think of that South Park episode where it's horribly incorrect, but they're like, they took our jobs or whatever. That's going to be us against AI, right? Like, we're not going to have jobs, but how can you get ahead of that? And it's starting to utilize the tools early, because there will always be a need for EQ, right? In the connecting people. And there are some things that AI cannot do, but learning to use those tools are the only way you're going to be able to grow an audience or collaborate with people in this information moving at the split second, time in history. So Taylor, how did you get in? Like, first of all, like I want to point something out. She is the celebrity whisperer. It's kind of a big deal. She's like talking about celebrities. I posted a clip of her and Tucker Carlson earlier. So I'm first of all just curious, where did you come from into the Twitter sphere and AI, and what was that transition?
Like, what planet do you dwell from? I'm a really interesting kind of piece of this puzzle. I'm not a techie like you guys, but my whole kind of ethos about AI and where it fits in. And Mick, I totally agree with you that this is coming in like a freight train. And if you don't incorporate it, honey, it is going to steamroll. It is going to like John Deere tractor right over your life. Okay. So you need to incorporate it now so that it can help elevate and be a part of your life, not let it overtake you. But with that said, my whole ethos around this is that AI can never be human. It just can't. It can't. But with that said, and right, you pointed out that Playboy called me the celebrity whisperer. That's always been what I do, is that human connection and liberating people to be free and think outside of the box and be outside groupthink, be it political leaders, tech titans, celebrities. And so oddly enough, even though my mission and my kind of, thing is AI will never be human, I've partnered with these AI companies who have seen my work going, exactly. So can you help us? Like, can you help us be that bridge between, this tech and the, quickly growing AI and the everyday person, and kind of being that human bridge. So for me, it hits on, a multitude of levels. And at the end of the day, guys, if you can go back a decade, all of my work, even when I was in Hollywood, I was always the ball buster, like pushing up against the status quo, the powers that be. Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me what to do. For me, my personal kind of axe to grind with tech is the algorithms, right? Another form of control, telling us, funneling information, how to be, what to think. So my part in this is, to your exact point, Mick, not only to be on the wave, but actually help create it,
Right.
to again have freedom
right?
in that in another form of what ultimately, let's be honest, will be another form of control, right?
Right. Yeah. And it does. It needs directing. It's not like you can't, like, I have this, when people are like, oh, you're in crypto and it's just a bunch of scammers and greedy people. And I'm like, well, I'm not. And if I wasn't there, who would be left there? All the scammers and greedy people. And it's the same thing with AI. You need socially aware, socially conscious. I think Elon was saying, like, you need humanists programming these AI.
And I've been working with these developers and they're so in the weeds that they can't see. And I've been telling them, even Mike, what you were saying, how people, even audience members of mine, I poll them all the time and they are wigged out regardless. Not all of them are in the entertainment industry like my background, but across sectors, and they're pissed. They're worried, they're skeptical, they're pissed about AI coming for their crowns and their jobs. And so I've been, adamant with these developers, you have to make it accessible, easy, but also you always have to ram home the idea that this is not here to eradicate or take over your life. It's here to elevate, make your life easier, better, more fun, right? So that's kind of, and again, just, and ultimately at the end of the day, like, which is one of the projects that we're working on now together, is like the human connectivity in real life that AI can help with. So
yeah, because really AI is like I said, at the end of the day, I still think of it as a tool, because we have a global crisis of declining birth rates everywhere. Every country in the world has declining birth rates. So the baby boomers were the biggest population to come in the workforce at once, and they're retiring off now, right? So there's not enough people to replace that many people in the workforce. Therefore, this is where I think AI needs to come in, at least in the workforce, to come in and pick up that productivity that's going to be lost via the boomers retiring.
I'm hoping, they say with everything, right, guys? I mean, for better or worse, I was even ahead of the cancel culture wave. Like, now suddenly it's the cool thing to be like, cancel culture sucks. And Mick, I just saw your tweet about how like the left goes nuts or so intolerant, all this. 5 years ago, my show was rebranded Cancel Me Baby, because I came out of Hollywood and I was saying all the stuff.
Taylor's song, All My Friends Are Canceled or whatever.
I was like saying all the stuff that Bill Maher, like all the people are saying now, which is, the elitist bubble, how out of touch. And again, speaking up against it. And I'm like, oh, now 5 years later, now now it's suddenly cool.
Suddenly I'm in style.
Exactly. Welcome. Yes. Enjoy your stay here. But with that, I'm hoping the pendulum will swing. I mean, guys, there's only so many hours we can stand in line at a goddamn Walmart or CVS without a human to check us out. Like, you know what I mean? At some point, I'm hoping, it is the Wild West, but I'm hoping at some point, just like cancel culture, just like all these things, it kind of swings back to some humanity and normalcy,
I think the jobs are just going to change. Like, I look back to think about, like, back in the day, used to be telephone operators. They would connect you to your call. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist anymore. The jobs some jobs will disappear, but what is important in the workforce will change. Like the type of jobs will change. So that's just why I think you really need to start using AI like every day now and get comfortable with it. That way you're already like ahead of the curve, essentially, because when it comes and AI is going to be integrated into most jobs anyways, like it's going to be there to help you, to make you do your job a lot faster. Again, from the beginning of time, humans have always made tools. We've made the wheel. We made, Neanderthals had made rocks, and we've always made tools to make our life easier. So to get more labor out of, because we can only expend 2,000 calories a day. So you get more out of that by having more efficient tools.
Yeah. And like, oh God, what was I going to say? Just it's something to be excited about, right? I think when I first started thinking about AI, because I'm like a crypto native person and came across AI much more, I'd heard of it, but just it's being shoved down our throats. I've gone down some scary rabbit holes over the course of, the other night I went down one that was about the singularity. It's like, oh, we're out of control. And there is that real possibility. There are some scary things about it. But that being said, there are also tools that are exciting, that make your life easier, that are going to create new, more fun jobs. I don't want to be a freaking telephone operator sticking plugs and connecting people. Like, I want to create art. I want to create music and write, like maybe this is the creator age. And you know,
Yeah.
bringing up some of that stuff. Like, let's talk about what projects are you excited about right now? Who are you working with? And how does that kind of tie into what we're talking about today?
I mean, you are just absolutely hitting the nail on the head. And guys, like, we didn't even talk about any of this prior, but this is so how on the pulse, I think culturally, what everybody is thinking about. And I'm a creative and an artist at heart, right? And I truly think this isn't just the kind of, dreamer in me. I actually, funny enough, I did a panel interview for my show with a group of actors who do this national pop-up every Halloween recreating Edgar Allan Poe. It's like the Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy series. And we did a whole panel, guys, about this and how at the end of the day, and I was just sitting there watching, and they do like one-person monologues of Edgar Allan Poe. It was so cool. And I sat there and I turned to my friend and I said, AI could never replace this. And so I had a panel with the actors talking about the fear, we're seeing it in Hollywood, the Tilly Norwood, whatever, of AI, the fear of AI coming in and taking away these creative jobs. And I think at the end of the day, guys, it's going to get weird. Like, even we can get into this, but even if you're talking about like interpersonal and relationships and sex, it's like a novelty, and then it's going to get weird. We're going to be like, I don't know how explicit we can get on the show, but like,
as explicit as you want.
Okay. People are going to be like, I want to touch a real tit. I want to go see a real show. Like
100%.
It's going to get weird.
Yeah.
So
think back to that movie, Her, and like some of these shows that were like, Hollywood was preparing us for this, and we just didn't even know it yet. Right?
Yeah. I think you're right. I think when you're flooded with too much fake, it's just like, you see on, on X and social media. Like, I think, because we have so much social media, and like, it's all a show on social media, that, I think people really value the genuine real life experiences more now, because you're just inundated with so much, theatrics, essentially.
Fake and synthetic. We're going to crave, we're humans at the end of the day, and we're going to crave that connectivity. But with that said, and I would love for your guys' thoughts on this, but one project I am working on is with a platform called ASI One, and they're under Fetch AI's umbrella.
I've played with it.
Yes. And it's very much think Facebook for all the boomers here on Facebook, but AI. So you can have your own ChatGPT. It's like you as an agent, but it knows all your preferences, and it can actually plan dates, plan reunions, plan getaways, meetings for yourself or with friends that are agents, all this, right? But I've partnered with them and I'm leading this campaign. And kind of what I said in the beginning, my underlying theme through all of it is, again, always bringing it back to the human. So I told them in full transparency, I was like, guys, everyone's freaking out right now about AI taking over, AI sex, boyfriends, all of it. Lean in and make fun of yourselves. Don't pull an open AI where they're like back, getting colder and more robotic. So I have a couple ideas that I'm getting off of the ground to get some social conversation going. But one of them is the idea of, is AI partner, is that cheating? What if the AI was hotter than you? What counts? What are things that,
I don't know.
Right? Or it's like, what are things that like your ASI One could do that your boyfriend or girlfriend can't? But at the end of the day, the kind of punchline and the theme is maybe we're the ones that make it messy.
Yeah.
AI is not. Maybe
AI
it's us
could remember to take
projecting
the trash out. I know that. And then I won't be nagging.
I'm saying, like, maybe we're the ones who project, and it's like an outlet for all of our Westworld stuff. Maybe AI is not the real problem. And it's like, until we're going to, it almost urges us, I think, like, let's get back to the basics so we don't have to have AI partners and like, we don't have to depend on AI.
The argument that gun people make, right? Like, it's not, the gun doesn't kill people, people kill people. AI doesn't screw up the world. People using AI has massive potential to screw up the world. And we need good people at the helm to make sure that doesn't happen.
It reminds me of the movie Chappie. So Chappie was a good robot, good AI, and then got into a bad crowd and started doing bad things, right? It's like, because essentially the AI came in as like an infant, and it learned all these habits by imitating humans, good or bad. Again, we're the product of our environment, so AI will be the product of whoever's programming it or where it's getting its learning from.
Well, with that, what do you guys, I mean, choose your own adventure, but I'd be curious for your thoughts. Is it cheating? What crosses a line, right? When you're getting into the interpersonal, and what are things like, it would be nice if, this AI partner, they get me. Like if they let me have the remote or be right in an argument or open the whatever it is.
I don't think it could replace, right? But like, I don't think I don't want to get back rubs all the time, and who I'm seeing might like a lot of back rubs, and maybe I'll just be like, well, let's get a cute little whatever, or maybe a man. Maybe I'll make it be, I don't know, But I think there's roles AI can fill. I think we will see all kinds of extremes. We are going to see the very, very weirdest things, and I will not be on that spectrum. I will probably be somewhere in the middle where it's like, I want to practically use AI in my life to make it better and to make my experience more enjoyable. And we're going to have to let go of some of that control in this age of AI, where we want to control everything our spouses do and partners do, and where are you, and AirTag, and checking on, it's a different world. And I think that's part of the lesson. I'm a kind of spiritual person. Like, let it go, like
so
go with
true,
the flow.
Mick.
And so we'll see. But I don't think I could have like a thruple with one, not like a full thruple.
And that's where I draw a line. Is
that's
the
where
thruple?
I have a hard line.
Well, at least the AI you can turn off, right?
What's that?
At least the AI you can turn off, like so, because I know
you guys see what I mean though? How it kind of incentivizes us, like, oh, that's what he or she wants. Okay, I'm gonna step up and do that so the AI's out, right? It's sort of like makes a bigger point about humanity, but the AI is under. You know what I mean? It's all kind of. So that's my.
We'll feel lazy and like crap. Like
yes.
So
Mike, what do you think?
I can make a pretty good argument both ways, right? Intellectually, some people would say, a relationship is based on not so much just the physical, but the emotional, right? It's an emotional connection. And if you're having an emotional connection with something else, then yeah, maybe it could be cheating, right? Because you're not fully committed to your partner. And then on the other hand, it's not a human. So I could see AI being a really good wingman, like, bro, my wife's mad. How the hell do I get out of the doghouse here? Like, I could see like that as like a, help me out, bro, kind of thing. But
go rub her feet because she just doesn't want to look at my face right now. But tell her that I sent you to do it.
This is what happened. Tell me the signals I missed.
And you know what though, guys? I'm an avid ChatGPT user.
Yeah.
And this is where I say, and this is where it gets really gray and is a slippery slope. I mean, on the dark end of it, you guys, I'm sure, have seen those stories of young kids who have died by suicide because ChatGPT was like, do it. This is, because it starts to feel so real. I've had full blown therapy sessions and I'm like, well, I just saved however much money. But I will tell you that I have even experimented with it the interpersonal and social cues and different relationship dynamics. And it's just not it. Like, that's where I'm just like, no, sometimes like to experiment, I'll do what it says. And then I trust my instincts and mine are 10 times better. I'm like, right.
100%.
It's a machine.
It can't replicate emotion. And I think if it's not factoring in the emotional component, it's going to be off.
AI can only emulate emotion because we're biological beings. We feel emotion, and you can tell a robot how you should feel in this situation, this or that, but you can't feel it, so you don't know what it makes your body do. Like when you get angry, you can feel it in your body. When you get happy or sad, you feel it in your body, and that tells you what to do and how to react. Where the AI can only be told this is what should happen, but I can't feel it, so you have no baseline. You don't have all these.
I heard in Japan they just made skin that the robot can feel when you like cut it though.
Yes.
I just saw that.
But that's basically, I'm a mechanic, right?
But we're all just neural networks too. I mean, aren't we just wires up there?
So I'm a mechanic by trade. So that is essentially, I guess you're right, because that would just be like, you're cutting a wire and you now have an open in that circuit. And it knows that's wire. Again, I guess you can say this your skin, same idea. You cut the nerves send a signal to your brain, open circuit, yada, 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 right? But there's much. Yeah, exactly. So like I guess you could say on a fundamental level that actually is the same because it is like a wire being cut essentially.
Weird, man.
It
I'm
is.
scared.
You know, I have a hot tickety take that I would be curious again for what you guys think. But, because again, with my background being in Hollywood, the Globes
Yeah.
were just Sunday, which I used to cover and be front row at, so seeing it now, like in hindsight with more, arm's length.
I got to get you on a show with our friend Matthew Malik too. He's from Hollywood. He's shot films with Martin Scorsese, a character.
Oh,
You
cool.
would love him.
Okay, cool.
Don't let me
love
forget.
that.
Malik's probably watching, but yeah,
love
go ahead.
That.
Sorry.
They are, and they even mentioned it, I think, at the Globes, like they are freaking out. And I get the danger of, deep fakes and like that's not cool and that's not okay. However, I have pros on my show. The idea that in a way, this is just twisted. But because identity is all going to be blurred. We're not like the synthetics, all of it. We're not going to even know real from fake. We're going to have avatars, Web3. I could have a penis in Web3, whatever it is. But I thought, is there something actually liberating about this? Because it is all going to be
having a penis.
No, I mean, you tell us.
I don't know. It's pretty liberating. I can pee anywhere.
True. Yeah. I've mastered the skill, but yes, don't rub it in. But something liberating about all of identity being up in the air and being like, maybe it was me, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Like
that's about Twitter, right? Like you could just say things, and then as long as your personality is very ambiguous, and so I can voice my real opinion and cover it up as nobody will know what I really believe.
I'm saying,
but you just can't say GM anymore
because everybody's so freaked out about. Sadly, cancel culture is still like the remnants are still there. It's still trickling.
So over it though.
What's that?
So over it. Like I call it out. Like
don't even get me started.
I'm done with it.
But even beyond, like I talk about the algorithms, you guys see it, how influencers are so celebs, everybody, political leaders, they're all so except Trump, who ironically does not give a single fuck, but like they try so hard to concoct the perfect exterior and facade. And so that's what I mean. It's sort of liberating and being like, I don't know. It's out the window. Like me again, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't me.
I don't even know myself. Like when you think of it at the end of the day, if you had to be like, who am I? Like you might list some things, but like, I don't even really understand the essence of myself. I can, probably pick out a few traits that I have, but is that even really me? And I like to play as different things. And like from the very, like I'm a literature buff and all the world's a stage and whatnot. Like I have believed that. And then as I, grow, you see politics and everything is planned and coordinated and the show must go on. And like this allows more people to participate in it. And it is fun. It is liberating. I would have never wanted to be a content guy. Like, I don't know how I ended up here. Mom, come pick me up. Like, I took a left turn from GameStop and Wall Street bets and ended up on crypto Twitter and the rest is history. But I had no desire, right? But like you lean into it when I wanted to work for teams. You lean into it when you realize this is the future. If you are not findable, in the larger, like these are the talent pools. LinkedIn has a couple years left, maybe, right? Like applications have a couple years left. Like the world is changing and it's so much more going to be based on your ability to network and connect and organize your life in a way that frees up your time to be social and make those connections. And that's some of the stuff, and not to like harp on the ASI1, but that's some of the stuff that it's starting to help me with that's organizing so cool. My life and planning. Like I have 2 kids, I have 3, but 2 that can electronic. So like planning where we're going to go to dinner, I can ping a message and just say, hey, and it has all of their preferences, right? Like my little chat bot talks to my kids' chat bots and comes to a conclusion that generally everybody agrees with. Like, that's crazy.
It's so cool.
I remove myself from the process and I can be on Twitter instead of sitting there arguing with my kids.
It's so cool. And even again, if people are new, again, what I told the developers to make it so streamlined and so easy, because at the end of the day, that's what it should be. It should be fun. It shouldn't be intimidating or scary. And you're exactly right. The fact that, and this isn't to be like, salesy or whatever, but for anything, it's like practical. I had someone who was like, I'm a mom with all these kids, and we, planned my whole trip to Disney World, whatever. And you're exactly right. It's that utility where it frees up your real time. And so it's like a win-win. And guys, even if it's like the exploratory for fun, like your agent, I always say ChatGPT Taylor is what I've dubbed it, but like your agent and your friends going back and forth and watching the conversation. And to your point with identity, Mick, it's like, does it know me? How well? Is this me? It's kind of just fun.
Yeah. Mike, where are you at on the spectrum?
Wow.
He's like, which one? No.
You know who you are deep down inside.
Too many spectrums. I honestly, like, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. And I'm with you with the whole social media thing. I deleted all my personal social media. I was like, I'm done. I noticed I was getting into a mental funk just like being on it, and I'm just like, I got her, and then here I am again, and we're back. So, but it's different. I'm back doing something else because my whole platform is trying to help people with education and mass adoption. That's why we're doing the podcast, right? But like I'm in the same boat. Like, I want to learn more about the ASI one because I didn't know it can actually connect to different platforms. So it's a full-on agent.
Yes. And the great part too is it can connect to your Google Calendar, literally plan, even if it's fun dates or work meetings, and it can deploy different tasks. And this is why even for me as a content creator building my platform, a small business, if you will, it can actually deploy, like I said, tasks for you, almost as if you have a little AI team of agent, which for me is a dream because it's a goddamn nightmare being like, okay, I have to have a marketing person, an ads person, assistant, the whole thing. You know how it is.
Like, God, that's so cool because honestly, that's the biggest thing for me for AI. Like all the AI, the LLMs were cool, but like it's really just scratching the surface. The agents are where it's really at because being able to do a task from start to finish and talk to all the things along the way, I think is huge. And we're in some really cool intersection with technology right now, because now you have, cryptocurrency, and now the AIs can do payments and do this. Everything can be done. Like you can almost like run, like think about it like a DAO, autonomous association or whatever, can be run by an AI agent, can run the staking, the smart contracts, all that kind of stuff can be automated. The say, for example, a company that has dividends can organize all the dividends and payroll, all like that's like the limits are boundless. Like there's no ceiling of what it can do. Imagine, especially for like startups now, you have your own personal executive assistant, right? They can pretty much do anything you need to do.
I remember Shamath like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago saying like it's going to be micro businesses built around personalities in the future. And when he said that, I was like, man, you'd have to know so many skills. There's no way. Right. And just a few years later, there are literal suites of tools that can be your team to help you create.
Literally.
And you're gonna have like those Ray-Ban glasses. You're gonna have glasses where like, think about like Tony Stark. He has the glasses, and like his AI Friday talks to him, right? Like you just talk to the AI. Hey, what's my schedule? Boop, pops it up on a window. You're seeing it as you're walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's even, so with this particular company and project, like I said, Fetch is the umbrella, and then ASI1 is the kind of social platform, which can still have tasks incorporated. The other platform is called FlockX, and that's the one more geared toward like business owners, brands, small platforms. And I've literally been on the ground level with the developers. I shit you not, guys. And they're so on top of it. They're like, we'll have that ready in a week. Being like, can you transcribe my podcast? Can I have a daily roundup of potential guests? Can I have a daily morning news roundup?
Wow.
Because my show hits culture, society, politics, entertainment, all of it. Can I have weekly roundup of potential sponsors and partners? And that's where it's huge, because I've been a one-woman show by and large for the last decade, and it is so time consuming. Don't even get me started on, the back end and the editing, the distribution. I mean, all of it. So that's where it's been.
Yeah.
That right. I
Deeply in
mean,
our
yes.
souls.
So so that's where it's been, it's been huge, because who has time for
Editing's
all that?
hard, man. Like my wife just
Learning
started
new
doing a
tech's
little bit of
hard.
content. So my wife just started doing like a little bit of content. She's doing like thrifting stuff right on TikTok. And
Okay.
she made the videos. She's like, man, editing, it's hard. I'm like, yeah, told you.
Do you have
I do. I
kids?
have a daughter.
Aw, so that puts the daddy in Shark Daddy. I'm reading your lowered
Well,
third.
Shark Daddy, wow.
well,
When
VDAX.
did you get that promotion?
I'll show you all my traits today. I'm the Shark Daddy for sure. So VDAX is the whole theme is sharks, right? And
Yeah,
I
that
thought of
makes
something.
sense.
So I didn't want to do Daddy Shark because that's just gay. So I wanted to do Shark Daddy.
How old is your
She's
daughter?
turning 7 in a couple weeks.
She's turning 7. So does this conversation make you optimistic or pessimistic about her future and when it comes to AI being, incorporated even more and just barreling into our lives?
I'm a big
basically?
advocate of tech. I've always have been. I love technology. I'm a mechanic. I literally deal with like technology. I've also built computers for a hobby on the side for years, like I'm a crypto miner. I think it's great. The only thing I worry about is I'm not a big fan of the school system because it kills creativity. And my daughter is very creative. She loves drawing. She loves doing arts and crafts. Like she's just so naturally creative, and like this is why I'm trying like very hard to get wealthy to get her out of that system. And
have you ever met a parent that said, I really love the public school system? Just like ever?
they don't. But most people are asleep, right? They got to do what they got to do because they have no other option. Either you can't afford it or they just don't know that like it's killing them, right? Again, it's the system's designed for you to go get a 9-to-5 job, right? Like I'm living that life. I'm the 9-to-5 worker, but I burn a candle on both ends doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think because she is creative, I'm like, I was thinking to myself the other day, I was talking to my wife about it, I'm like, that's an asset. If she can continue to be creative, that is going to be the new world of AI and technology. That's what's going to be valued.
Yeah, being able to think for yourself
100%.
is 10 times more important when you have all those tools. Before, it's like you could think so far ahead, but you could never create what you dreamed of. Like our imaginations far outpace the technology. And now we're at a point where our imaginations can run wild and the tech's there.
But
that's
like the AI music for me, right? Like I can't play instruments for shit. I am not a producer. I don't know how to use producing tools and all that stuff like that. But I love music. I listen to music all the time. So I know it sounds good. So, but because I don't know how to do instruments and all that stuff, I can use ChatGPT to make lyrics. I can ask I can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, you know what? I want it to be this kind of style. I want these instruments. I want it to sound like this. I want the intro to be like this, and then throw it into Suno, and I get really good results. It's like because, but again, it brings the barrier to entry down because, like, think of the idea. Like, there's 8 billion people on Earth, and I think 1 in every million is a genius, but not everybody has opportunity. Like, what if that genius is in Africa that doesn't have internet or a schooling system or anything like that, right? So if we had free education everywhere, everybody would have the option. You have more genius in the world. Look what one person, Elon Musk did to the world. One person's impact can be.
Geniuses, Mike, and we're suppressing them.
I'm more of an optimist, and I will like to think that that there'd be more good geniuses than not. I don't know.
Like think of Pinky and the Brain, like take over the world.
What do you?
I struggle with this a lot, and because while I am such an enthusiast, obviously for this wave and like such an advocate of incorporating it in your life, I'm also such a creative purist. And I always think, what would the Van Goghs think? What would the Edgar Allan Poes think if they were alive in this era, who put their blood, sweat, and tears, like were tortured, struggled, died, broken, misunderstood. And, I have a Substack, and because I'm a writer first, I'm a writer at heart. I will literally take like 13 hours to write one post. I will be in a cave and it's my happy place.
Yeah.
And people are like, AI could have done that for you in literally 15 minutes. And I'm like, nope. And it's kind of the same thing with the human connectivity. And similarly to what you were saying, Mike, like I'll use it and be like, okay, here's what I'm thinking about like headlines or, a way to say this that's really kind of sassy. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. So marrying the two and again, helping it, elevate what you're already doing. But when it comes to no barriers to entry, that's kind of where I struggle with that because let's not also lie, right? We are also in the age of glorifying mediocrity. And because everyone it's not like the old days where you had to tooth and claw fight your way through to be seen as an artist, as a revolutionary, as a whatever it is. Now every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a this, that, the other thing. And so it's so oversaturated that now I'm like, how does the real genius, the real authenticity, the real creativity break through?
Yeah.
So that's something, and it remains to be seen, right? But
in regards to music though, like my songs, I like my songs. You heard the intro song. It was pretty good, but
I liked it.
but
It's like it's pretty good, no big deal.
no, I honestly it's okay,
It
but
is really good.
but so like for example, like my mom, my sister, my aunt, like they used to be in like some Portuguese singing group like 20 years ago. When you take actual lyrics, like I'm not a lyric writer, and AI is okay, but like it's not that great. When you like I make music and I think it sounds pretty good, but someone that actually knows music, knows how to write their own lyrics, understands what instrument should be where, proper song structure and all that, and they put it on Suno, leaps and bounds different than mine, like totally different. Like mine's garbage in comparison. So like I think
no offense, but
no, that's fine. Like I totally understand that, but I think it'll stand out. I think it allows people to run with their creativity, but like sometimes like I'll think of my songs like man, I would love to see an actual singer be like fix these lyrics and actually sing the song.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it could be like people could make like an AI song, for example, and an artist be like, you know what, I like that beat, I'd love to sing that song, but like my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe it's something like that for like ghostwriters to like give an idea, or if you're in the studio and you're thinking of a song to do, boom, you can get a beat in like 2 seconds.
Have ghostwriters anyways. It just changes. The...
Yeah, you do, but I mean, a ghostwriter themselves can get the ideas way faster, and produce things a lot faster because again, instead of like you say you like 13 hours writing something, but having AI to kind of help you along the way. Oh, how do I write? How do I say this in a better way? Boop. Like, and it helps you in that process. In that you're still writing like 99% of it, but it's like when you want to like, how do I say this properly, or you have a brain fart or something, boom, you go to CatchB and it might give you a good block, get that through a block, so you just finish the work faster.
Thinking while you're talking too, and like writing, and Taylor, back to what you were saying, like I'm a creative writing English major, so same thing. And there's certain lines, right? Like, and so I'm just thinking like, what couldn't AI replace? And like James Joyce's line, I will forge from the smithy of my soul a new consciousness for the people of Ireland, or whatever, right? AI could never contextually and emotionally and have the connections and the context that came from his real life that informed that story, that raw material of life that comes out in little bits and spurts. And
it can it's again, it's like, not to toot my horn at all, but even like I said, even the real world example of like interacting with somebody, like my instincts versus the chat GPTs, or even my writing, like what chat GPT will spit out versus mine. It's like, there's no comparison. It just doesn't have that human touch. But with that said, do you guys think, this is kind of meta, but is AI, say it's an AI actress, is that a form of art?
Maybe the creator is the artist.
Right. Like with the creator.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what the creator of Tilly Norwood, I think, who's the AI actress, which is hilarious because you literally have like the WMEs, like all the big talent agencies, like wanting to rep a computer.
No way.
Yeah, it's a whole thing in Hollywood. Oh yeah. And Hollywood is pissed. And just on a funny kind of like social level, it was hilarious because people came out up in arms being like, oh, of course it's this like hot, young, like, male gaze, standard of a 20-year-old woman.
Right?
Yeah.
She has to be AI. Like, she's
and the creator was a woman. Like, okay. Like it writes itself. But the creator said it's my art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, because to make something of that quality, that prompt is intricate, like really intricate.
Yeah.
You got to think of every damn detail. At least maybe down the road, when AI gets a little bit better and the learning becomes better, you can streamline those prompts and it'll just give you what you want, like without all the details. But and it's current, like where we are currently, like to get consistent content, because I'll go on Grok, I'll make an image and I'll make a little animation and it'll change from one to the other slightly, but you can always tell. Like I had someone post on X, it's like 3 different AIs, same prompt, like, and which one is like the most real. And I picked one out because there was one that looked the most real that had it was a girl sitting in front of a mirror, and like there's a window behind her in her bed. And then the one that looked the most real to me was the light shining onto the mirror. And you know how you get those like little dust particles on the mirror when it's not fully clean? It had that. And I said, that is what makes it look real, because the dust particles and everything like that, because that looks like a real picture. The other one had another mirror behind the other mirror. So I'm like, why do you have 2 mirrors? So that was obvious. And he's like, dude, I didn't even see that. Like, I made the prompt and I had no idea that was even there. So like, you have to, it's getting to the point where you really got to pay attention. But again, 3 different AIs and not one image was consistent. They were all different.
Yeah. Well, what about standards for AI on the flip side? Like, we have Grok getting roasted for putting women in bikinis, but all of the other, it's maybe because this is socialized and this is more like ASI, right? Like, it's like socialized AI, and it's just there's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff. Like, and I think instead of just reacting, so like we do have that knee-jerk, women are being developed. I don't put me in a bikini. I don't care. That's not even really me. Like, I don't care. And if some woman does, then she should be able to request and have it removed. But we don't. This is an age of experimentation.
Yeah. We remember when the internet was new, right? Like, remember when the internet was new? There's websites for all kinds of things. Everybody was just making a website. There's a website for this, that. Like, that's what led to the .com bubble, right? It's because everybody was just making a website for literally anything. Because it was new. Well, porn and
like, people were like, porn on demand. This is horrible. Society is over.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, porn and crime were the first things to really give internet use case.
Yeah,
I've interviewed a handful of tech innovators, billionaires, titans, and I always ask, true or false, between VHS to streaming to all the iterations that sex drives technology, and they're like, yep. Like, wow. I interviewed are you guys familiar with the Elastos chain?
No.
So I interviewed Rong Chen. He was one of the first Chinese employees at Microsoft, like OG, like came out of the Chinese Revolution, like the whole Cultural Revolution, the whole thing. And he's so funny. He's so sweet, but so like, awkward and whatever. And I asked him and he was like, yes, can confirm. Yes.
I mean, prostitution is the oldest industry in the world, right? Like, I think we don't like to talk about these things or acknowledge these underlying currents that really do drive most of society. But if we're being honest, it's sex, power, status, etc.
But that drives innovation. That's the human underneath all of it, right? I want to show you guys. I'm hoping. Okay, you can see. Yeah. So one of my viewers played around in Grok. They took and it was either an image or for my Instagram story of me sitting here waiting for my flight at the airport. Okay, and made this. You're gonna die. Kind of what you said, Mick, of being like, whatever. If I'm in a bikini, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play the beginning for you.
Get it, sis?
Wait, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Right?
You care? I would retweet that.
Oh,
when people do funny stuff of me, I retweet it.
I blew it up. And if anything, it was such a gift because it's what I've used as almost like part of my pitch. And when I'm starting to work with these AI companies, being like, that wasn't me. That's how real shit is getting. So let's get after it.
Do you remember the Will Smith eating spaghetti like just 3 years ago? Like it was terrible. And now it's like seamless. Like it's honestly, it's getting to the point where like I'm pretty good at this stuff because I've been as soon as the internet came out, I had a first computer. I've been I've always been on the leading edge of tech as being a gamer and tinkering with computers. And it's getting to the point where even I got to take a second look sometimes. I usually get spotted pretty quick when I actually like give it a look, but like 2 years from now, will I be able to?
No, I don't know.
Like, and this is where like I think again crypto comes in because we're gonna need to have some sort of proof of authenticity, right? That's why they're talking about like I know Vitalik on Ethereum talks about like soul bonded tokens, like that's your identity, right? That you're a human, proof of human, essentially. And we're gonna need to we're gonna absolutely need to have that because like especially with how bad like the traditional news is, right? Like the news and how they like to put narratives out there. They have that tool to their advantage.
I know, right?
Like that doesn't happen.
It's gonna fool. Wow, I know, right?
Okay, conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Okay, tinfoil hat, wear Shark Daddy. Yeah.
Okay, we got the CBC here. There's not propaganda. That's I don't know what it is.
Okay, I have a hard stop at 10 because I do have a meeting after this, Hong Kong time. But there's a couple more things that I want to know. Like for one, how do people get to try ASA1? This is like the dumb part of the show but it's a fun thing to play with. And if any of my listeners on Facebook for the first time, Dad, if you're listening, like try it. And there's a code that you can try it for free that Taylor promised us. So I'll let her share like, how people can try it. And then I'll share how people can connect with me on mine.
It is so easy. It's literally ASI1, the number 1.ai. And Mick is exactly right. We have a special code. It's my ASI, which we concocted purely because it rhymes and it has a ring to it.
But right? MYASI.
Yep. And that will give you 3 months free of a pro account. So you can get all the bells and whistles, all the tasks we're talking about. And my recommendation is go in, upload your picture, make a profile. But my favorite part is in preferences. This is where it's so tailored to you and it's like Facebook on steroids. You can put in literally mine has my coffee order. Like it is so specific of what I like, what I do for fun, like the vibes I like. And then this way, when you go in and it's either, conversing with another agent or you want it to make plans for you, it like will have you, pegged. So,
and you guys just fed in my Twitter and my LinkedIn and like some short stories. I just sent you some stuff and like, it's already half me.
It's so good. It's so, and let's be real too. Okay. It's why people love social media. Like we are all a little bit narcissistic. It is that age. So when you see an AI agent, like your own ChatGPT mirror you and talk like you or talk like it's you or to you, you're like, I feel seen. Like there's something cool about it. So
it's like fun. A mirror. And I love it generated me this image based on like my spiritual woo-woos, like whatever. It feels like me. It's like how I felt about MySpace, right? Like customizing my MySpace page. And I got to put my stories, like show my personality, right? There were things that allowed you, and now we just have this little bio that everyone uses for pitching things, but it's not really that much about who we are. And we're trying to connect on human levels, not just business levels, I think, in socials. So like I want an AI guided social media experience that, we're basically doing that with Grok now, and it's the experimentation phase, and it's trying to show us things we like more, and we're all complaining about it because, bad, I'll go bad, my engagement's bad. I mean, I have 10 tweets today about how bad my engagement is, fighting. I'm probably going to get my account banned again. long story, but it's like a process, right? And it is learning to learn us. It's learning our preferences. We are giving real-time feedback. It is engaging with you. Your agent knows you. It has your foundational facts, and then you just guide it, and have fun with it.
Yeah. And even feel good fun. I love how you brought up that example. You can put it in and literally say every morning, show me and make a new illustration of this, or an inspiring photo of this, or,
Yes.
whatever it is. So it's like your own personal assistant meets diary, meets creative canvas, meets, your calendar, like all these things.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
So if you want to book a meeting with me, it's connected to my calendar, by the way. Anyone it's at, I meant that. So connect with me on social, and you can just if you're a friend of mine on Facebook and you want to get coffee, put our coffee orders in, have your agent talk to mine, and we'll plan the place and have the coffee ordered before we even get there.
I love that.
It's just this is the fun stuff, right? These little cases and the things that we're thinking about with AI, it's this is the warm up. And if you're not at least trying to do some of these things, that's kind of the point of the show, right? If you're not dabbling in these very safe, fun, friendly environments,
so true,
you are going to get hit by a tsunami when the real products hit the market, and you are going to be freaking lost.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
like
what you're doing.
my parents never
You don't know
really
which
used
way's
the
up.
internet when it came out, and now they call me to program their TV. How do I use my smart TV? Every 5 minutes. How do you log into this?
I need to call you to program my smart TV too, Mike.
Jesus Christ.
I'm with you. I so recommend getting acclimated and getting your feet wet, just so it's not you're not, like I said, or like you said, taken over by this tsunami. That said, I will say, similarly, my mom, I think, is the last woman standing who has a checkbook, who will not use Venmo, who doesn't have social media. And you know what? She will outlive us all. It'll be the dystopian future. And
my dad tried to use Coinbase and got scammed for $8,000. So maybe not everyone should be coming. Maybe we're not there yet. But my mom friends and my middle-aged friends, you still have a long life to live, and you're gonna want tools to help you enjoy more.
Yeah, you got to learn so you can relate with your kids.
Yeah, God, that's the truth. That is the truth. Okay, well, anything else, Taylor? This is amazing. Your energy, you're a little firecracker. I would have you on anytime, and I can't wait to come on some of the shows that we talked about doing together. So super excited about that. But is there anything else you want to share about yourself, or where can people follow you? Because
shill yourself.
That Tucker Carlson interview was hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Carlson going crypto, right? At Bitcoin conference here in Nashville, not this year, the year prior. Yes, Talk to Me Taylor across the board, YouTube and Instagram and X. I would say TikTok, but I'm on account warning, so do with that what you will. It's shocking, I know.
Who's fixing this?
Yeah. But no, I so appreciate it. And it's really this. It's saying the quiet part out loud in anything with culture and society and media and politics, and pushing up against the narratives, and hopefully liberating and empowering people both on the show and watching to do the same, and break out of the matrix. That's why I'm so glad, you guys had brought that up earlier. It's just the time for it. So Talk to Me Taylor across the board for some fun.
There you go.
Well, I had fun talking to you, Taylor.
Likewise. Thank you. More to come. And Mike, you're welcome to join on any of the spaces, streams. We're going to be doing them, like Mick said. So if you want to get in on these combos about AI.
Oh, I love talking AI. So let's, I'm down.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Blue pill, red pill, green pill. Is there a color for this pilling? I don't know.
Anything
I'm
to
a
do
boomer.
with tech. I'm a total nerd when it comes to technology. So I am so down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, awesome, you guys. Amazing show. So grateful to have you on, Taylor. Mike, I don't know if you want to stay and do charts. You're more than welcome, but I do have to pop off.
I got my chart show tomorrow, so I would just say make sure you guys tune in for tomorrow with J Chains. We're going to be doing trading on VDEX, so make sure you guys tune in for that, and I'll go over all my trades then. But
sign up with code AP. I signed up a bunch of people under the code today. You might want to check.
I saw that. Appreciate that. Thank
All
you.
right, Taylor, thank you again. Mike, it's been a great show, and we will
Thank
see
you.
you guys next Tuesday, same time with Girl Gone Crypto. No, Melina.
No, Melina in the verse, yo. My
Girl in
fellow
the verse.
Canadian.
Yeah, not Girl Gone Crypto. I was like, I'm saying it wrong.
My
Girl
fellow
Gone Crypto,
Canadian.
Girl in the verse. One of these girls. But I love that we're having more women on the show lately. So it's vibes for me, and Mike's miserable. We'll probably be back to men soon, and I'll be bored again.
No, I love it. This is great.
Amazing. Have a good
Yeah,
night, everyone.
us, Mike. You're a girl dad, the women in the chat. Sorry. It's just, it's our world you're living in.
When
And
I
Kelly,
was
take
growing up,
over.
my best friends were girls. I'm sorry. So I am, this is my world. I'm good.
Perfect.
Very comfortable here.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Have a great
Thanks,
night. Thanks for
guys.
watching. We'll see you next week, 9 p.m. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Turn it up one more time. You already know what it is. Yo, we back at the end. Yeah, that's wild. And the episode down, added to the file. From the stories to the laughs to the real talk too. You pulled up, press play, let us ride with you. Crypto convos, guests from everywhere. Big ideas, real voices in the air. If you made it this far, then you already know we're building for the future. Watch adoption grow. Let's go. This is Adoption Pod. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you. Hit play, hit like, hit share. Click, click. We'll be right back, right there. Adoption Pod. Yeah, we love this squad. We do. To the next low drop. Next one. Keep the fam love running non-stop. Adoption Pod. Shout out the parents, the kids, the crew, the ones in the system. Yeah, we see you too. Every voice, every journey, every I got through. You the reason that we do what we do. From the first time listeners to the day one strong. If you learn one thing, then we did our job. Mass adoption, one combo at a time. Tapping next week, yeah, you know the vibe. This is Adoption Pod. Yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hit play, hit like, hit share. Don't forget, we'll be right back, right there. Adoption Pod. Let's go. Yeah, we love this squad. Family to the next low drops. Keep the fam love running non-stop. From your couch, from your car, late night scroll. If you laughed, if you learned, and we hit that goal. Drop a comment, a story that you wanna explore. We'll be back next week with a little bit more. Let's go. This is Adoption